Hello. I don't want to do the intro because every time I do the intro, you make fun of me.
As the earth is carbon bombed by poisons, I keep it safe, I keep it clean, I keep it here inside with Mega64antine.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
We were just having a conversation before the camera started rolling, and Johnny proclaimed that he is famous.
I'm so famous.
He told
My
me...
dad is finally proud of me.
Johnny told me earlier today. Why am I revealing this?
That's fine.
Because this is good. It's juicy.
Yeah, it's good.
That when we were on tour on the East Coast and we came to Johnny's home state of New Jersey, his dad came out to the show. His dad is a cop, by the way. And I don't think your dad likes me very much.
I think he likes you.
Well, he likes me more than he likes Rocco.
He didn't like Rocco.
But he wants to beat me up because, well, unrelated. Let's stay on topic here. He came to the show and somebody from the audience went, "What's up, Johnny?" And
shouts out if you're watching.
And your dad was like, "You know that guy?"
Yeah, he was like, "What? Who, is that your friend?" And I was like, "No, I don't know that guy." He's like, "He just knows you? And you don't know him?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's awesome." He got so hyped. But then he watched the show and then he turned to me and said, "When does this get funny?" So
what the fuck? You know what?
He just doesn't get it.
I don't care if your dad likes me or not. He doesn't even think I'm funny. We were on tour, and you know what? Yeah, we were on tour. Wow, it was this year. That was so fun, by the way. Welcome to the Quarantine Cast, everybody. Johnny and Derek here. We're going to have special guest Rocco and Shawn on today, calling in live via satellite with a harrowing story.
Harrowing. We're going to discuss what happened with the Christmas cast, positive COVID results.
Yes.
All that jazz.
But before we get into that, we're going to talk some shit. We're just going to shoot the shit for a little bit. So we were on tour earlier this year, touring the East Coast. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
But it was really exhausting too. I mean, I felt like I was going to bed at 3 a.m. every night and waking up at 6 a.m. every morning to drive to the next town. We were in like a different state every day.
Yeah.
And I felt like your dad came backstage at one of the later shows and just caught Rocco at an off moment.
Oh yeah.
Rocco was like half falling asleep or something. And he didn't want to talk. And your dad was like, "I don't know what that guy's fucking deal was."
Should I go, like, should I say what he actually said, or I don't know if that's private information.
He's like, "I'm going to kick that guy's ass."
He's like, "I don't care." His exact words were, "I don't give a fuck who this guy is. I'll punch him in his fucking mouth." And it's just because, like, my dad's we have a lot in common. We're both kind of psychos, but
my parents are from the East Coast, so I know when somebody says that, there's not a likelihood that they're actually gonna punch anybody in the mouth.
It's just his go-to.
It's a figure of speech.
Yeah.
Some people here out in California, they get so scared when they say, "Oh my God, I can't believe he threatened to do that." It's like, yeah, and he's not really gonna do that.
No, it was like, it was just like a mild root. Like his go-to was just, "I'm gonna punch you in the fucking mouth."
Yeah, because a trivial snub.
Yeah, exactly.
On a bad first impression. I love that story. That to me is funny. That makes me laugh. That's my sense of humor.
That was my dad's version of when people go up to Rocco at cons and ask if he's okay.
Yeah,
so my dad's like, "Who is this guy? Why is he ignoring me?"
Your dad is one of the favorite, I think, funniest characters in real life. Every time you tell me a story about your dad, it's like a classic story.
Yeah, he when I was a kid, he always told me, he's like, "If you ever get famous, Johnny, I know you're just gonna get famous off of telling people stories about me."
Probably.
He always told me that, and I was like,
and this is gonna be the show.
This is it. I should write a book.
You really should, because he is hilarious.
Unintentionally hilarious.
And super ripped.
He's jacked.
He walked backstage. I was like, he's buffer than all of us. He could kick all our asses.
He could.
So we better change the subject. I don't want to talk too much shit. He'll fly on a plane out here, kick my ass live on camera.
I hope he doesn't see this.
Me too. Okay, change the subject. It's Quarantine Cast.
Yeah.
Rocco and Shawn are going to get on the horn. The name of this episode is "We Tested Positive for COVID."
Yeah.
We did. We had a big scare this week. We've been preparing for Christmas casts, which is why we have all this Christmas stuff set up.
Yeah.
We had a whole stage set up, multiple stages actually.
It was like I felt really bad like plugging in all these Christmas lights. I was like, oh man, we didn't get to do this.
We had to cancel it all last minute because of some crazy events that transpired late Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about it, but first we're gonna do some regular segments here on the show.
Yeah, I hate to bring this up again, and I know I keep bringing it up.
Yeah.
But we need a new theme song, so I went out and tried to find some new theme songs.
Are you serious?
So I have two that I wanted to show you.
Okay, I'm excited.
I don't know if we're gonna get copyright claim for this, but I don't care. So this is the first one. I thought I'd keep in the festive spirit here. This won't say anything.
Fuck you.
Sammy. Yeah? I gotta get out of this house.
I love her shirt,
I'm
dude.
going stir crazy.
Coffee, yoga, wine nap.
I really don't think that's a very
Can we turn this up?
I think this is as high as it gets.
Dr. Fauci, and that lady who wears the
I think I crank it here.
cloth around her neck, that gal.
The song's about to kick in here.
Really can't stay.
But baby, it's COVID outside.
I've got to go away.
But baby, it's COVID outside.
You know why this song isn't appropriate? Because he's trying to purposely give her COVID.
Dude, I didn't even think about that.
Don't have
We don't have to play this whole thing, but I have another one if you.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah, I'll
You can let it play.
Oh,
You can let it play. I'll talk
I
over
think it's gonna
them.
start over.
You can start it over from the
Okay.
beginning. This is clearly the result of people who have been stuck inside for too long with
think
too
so?
much wine.
I feel like this was like the first week.
Either way,
They're like, oh, we should write a song.
either way, some people out there can't keep it together.
No.
They can't cope.
I mean, what's she gonna do when she can't coffee, yoga, mom, wine anymore?
Yeah, and to me, you can. I don't know. This to me, when you hit this level, this is officially like not coping. Everything else is
just-
understandable.
I
What?
just imagine these like their children in the other room, like
Oh,
they had to
wanna
hear this
die.
like 8 times.
Wanted to. Here's my impression of their children in the other room.
Yeah.
Where did you? Was this just uploaded on the internet? Was
This
a
is just on
TikTok?
YouTube. I
This is
typed
just
in
a YouTube.
COVID song parody.
That's awesome. Let it play for a little bit. I
Okay.
want to soak it in.
Baby, you must stay in
say what's in these drinks.
hydroxychloroquine.
Shut the fuck up! Turn this shit off. Fuck this shit. Oh my. Sorry, everybody. That one.
Hydroxychloroquine in her drink. I didn't even get that far.
That sucks. I hate when I lose my cool. And that one got under my skin.
Yeah.
Hydroxychloroquine. Hey, what's in this drink? I was expecting a lot of different answers.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting that one. Damn.
I have another one.
Hydroxychloroquine. Next video. All right.
Okay.
Next video.
This one I think is legendary, and I'm so happy I found this.
Okay. Yeah.
I think you could already see the title of it.
I didn't see the title.
Okay,
but
good.
Margaritaville.
Tell y'all a little story right here.
I love this guy.
We are totally gonna get flagged. For
Oh,
this
yeah.
one. No, this is bad. Oh God.
Been sleeping in late.
Yeah. Okay.
Put on some excess weight.
I hate you, Johnny. This is another coronavirus parody.
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to find a new theme song.
God,
This one's good though. I think this should
This
be our
one's
theme
way
song.
better. Yeah, this guy rules.
Can't go to the bathroom.
Why not?
Got nothing to wipe with.
Nothing to wipe with. That didn't rhyme
clearly,
at all.
yeah.
'Cause all of the
Toilet paper is gone. How
Dude,
did
you
I
knew
know?
it.
Had too obvious, too basic.
wasting my day away.
Coronaville.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Looking for my lost vaccine.
Searching for one package of angel sauce.
Oh, this was when it,
Angel
when
sauce.
it started.
Okay.
Probably.
Some people say a vaccine is on the way.
Some people claim that there's a virus to blame.
Oh shit!
Holy
But I
shit.
know
Is
it's
he-
the president's fault. Come on, dude, hit me with
Please.
some political.
This might be China's fault.
Yo! It got racist.
Bro!
It got racist.
He went. I called for a political take, and he gave it to me, but he went the other way. It's okay.
I'm gonna turn it off now.
No, you can let it go.
I didn't know it would get racist.
It's not. We're on different sides of the political spectrum, but that's okay. I'm still
Yeah.
digging the song.
Safe out there now.
I missed that last part, but
Yeah,
it was probably some
Oh, it's starting over
stupid
again.
shit.
Let me turn
I
it
didn't
off.
hear what he said. Was probably something stupid. I love that.
Me too.
That we went on a ride there.
I didn't think we were gonna watch all that.
Yeah, I knew that me and that guy were cut from the same cloth because I was predicting the lyrics. I knew he was gonna get political with it.
Yeah.
And then I said, "Yo, blame the president," as a joke, because it's not who you gonna blame, right? But he blamed China. That's fine. He took his own joke. He went his own way with it.
Yeah, I just want to say, like,
Yeah.
we got a comment last time about the China comments, and we both think that's like a horrible thing to say, and I feel bad for anyone who has to deal with like any type of racist stuff with this during this. That sucks. I just want to say that because
Yeah.
that sucks.
Duh. It's always racism sucks, man, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. It's fucking annoying. Is it not? Can we agree? Racism sucks, but yeah.
We went on this tangent, and I have more things, but I don't know if we want to get to our interview or like we could add the shirts or the Tom Cruise thing.
We're gonna get to the interview in just a few minutes because we have a few more things. But man, I'm just still so stoked. I'm just vibing on that song. All right, as much as I love to talk about that song all day, let's move on to the next segment. Go ahead.
All right, do you want to do Tom Cruise or shirts?
You're in charge, man.
Okay, I think we should just watch this Tom Cruise thing a little bit because it's kind of baffling.
Okay.
The gold standard. You're back here in Hollywood making movies right now because of us.
So this is what happened when two people got too close on the film set.
Believing us in what we're doing. I'm on the phone with every studio at night. Insurance companies.
Yeah. Did we ever find out what got him so mad?
Yeah, I looked into it. It was two people stood less than 6 feet away.
Did they have masks on?
I don't know.
They probably didn't, because I think he says you don't have a mask on.
I don't ever want to see it again.
He gets so fucking heated, dude.
Does he sound like he has a mask on? Is he a little muffled?
Yeah, he has a mask on.
Oh,
and
you do?
this
You
little
do?
bitch, he keeps wearing the one with the respirator on it.
Yeah, I noticed that. He has the wrong mask on. He has the mask that protects him,
Yeah.
but puts everybody else at risk because it pumps his breath out into the free world, but filters all the air coming in.
Yeah.
I have that same mask, but refuse to wear it because it's not responsible to the community.
Yeah.
Personally, is what I think.
It's not going to put food on their table. Okay?
I listened to this rant and I felt like he just sounds really pretentious.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. Hey, we're on the same side.
I was going to cut to the main cam because I feel like we all have seen this, right?
Go
Like,
ahead.
Yeah.
Cut to the main cam.
Yeah. Sorry, I wanted to get like that. I felt like it was a big news piece and we didn't do the show for a little bit. So I thought that was a
Here,
thing
I'll
to touch upon.
I don't think Tom Cruise has the right to yell at anybody like that.
No. I don't think so either.
I don't give a fuck who you're on the phone with it. I hate when people complain about all the shit they do when you're not around and they're fucking yelling at you about it. Side note, you know how fucking late I am on the phone talking to people to fucking see this shit? I'm sorry. Go to bed early then. Turn your phone off. What the fuck?
He's a psychopath, yes. I understand both sides of it because like he's probably on the phone with like producers giving him like billions of dollars. And he's probably being like, okay,
give a fuck.
this is like what's happening. We're staying safe. There'll be no COVID instance. So like in his head, like these people standing together are like fucking up the billions of dollars and can ruin his like, and he can upset people who can literally like blacklist him from Hollywood.
Totally
So
agree.
I understand why he's getting fucking
But
psychotic.
he doesn't have the right to yell at people
Oh, no,
like
not at
that. And now he's been recorded.
Yeah.
So
he's
karma.
fucked.
Yeah,
He's
that's what
fucked.
happens.
Like,
You know what? Like as in Tom Cruise's position, I'm assuming he's a producer on this movie, which
Yeah.
which essentially makes him the boss
yeah.
of this film.
I think it was the new Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I think so too. And for anybody out there who isn't crystal clear on like the roles of film, whatever, yeah, he's the star, he's the actor, but he's probably also the person who's putting the most money into
Yeah.
funding the movie. So he's the producer, he's essentially the boss. He funds everybody, he pays their paychecks.
Yeah.
You're the boss and you have somebody doing that, like, I don't know, pull them aside or send them home for the day. Be like, hey, get out of here. Like,
Yeah.
you're done for the week. Or have like an assistant do it and then let everybody know, like, yeah, those guys were breaking COVID. We're not going to allow that on this set. You know, because clearly he wants to make an example out of these guys. I just don't think this is the right way to do it.
I think, yeah.
Yelling at them and trying to shame them.
Yeah.
And
I think it's all he can do. I was really thinking about it a lot because I don't think he could fire anyone because then you become the guy who fired someone on a film set during COVID. Like, I'm sure that's
just to fire them. He
Yeah.
could just, it could be a penalty suspension.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know how it is on a film set. Go to your fucking AD or
Yeah.
some junior producer and be like, get those fucking assholes out of here and
Yeah.
have them replaced by the end of the day, and tell everybody here that if they're caught breaking COVID, we're going to do the same thing to them. And then it's done. Like, it's a 1-minute conversation
Yeah.
with somebody else in the hierarchy. I don't know why he would personally go after those guys.
This is my biggest problem with like high budget film sets
yeah.
is that there is kind of a like alpha mentality. Like a lot of directors say, if you're not acting like that, you just have like thousands of people walking all over you.
I hear that, bro. And
But like, yeah, I don't, the worst part for me is towards the end, he starts like, you can hear him getting close to someone and just yelling in their face. And you hear the guy going, yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
they're shitting their
And
pants.
it's like this, you push it too far.
I've heard the same thing. You know, you and me, fuck, we got to get to this interview here.
yeah, sorry.
All I'm going to say is you can be tough and you can stand up for yourself and you don't have to do that.
yeah.
Scream at somebody. Because at the end of the day, he makes himself look bad. And now everybody's laughing at Tom Cruise. Nobody gives a shit about those guys broke COVID. It's the conversation's about him now. So he should have done it differently.
Yeah, my final thought is I feel the same way about when David O. Russell on the set of I Heart Huckabee yelled at what's her name? Fuck, I forgot her name.
Lily Tomlin.
Yeah, where he fucking screamed at her, and like there's all that footage.
Do that shit.
Yeah, there's like all that footage of him like kicking shit. It's like, who the fuck are you? Like she's like, no one should be that angry on a film shoot.
Yeah. All right. I agree.
Yeah.
We have this interview. Why don't we get to this interview and
Sure.
then we'll come back and we'll do one final segment after the interview. We're
Yeah.
going to look at some funny merchandise. It's going to be a good time. We talk with Rocco and Shawn about the positive COVID test that shuts down Mega64 that happened just this last week.
Yeah.
It's the reason the Christmas cast didn't happen. It's a good talk. It's about 30 minutes. Enjoy it. Okay, we're rolling here. Let me hide my coffee.
Are we hiding coffees now?
No, it doesn't matter, but I am.
I'm putting them on display.
We're hiding coffees, John.
Yeah.
You gotta get that up.
All right, we have Rocco and Shawn here. Special guests, everybody. Rocco and Shawn, live via satellite. They are not in studio. They are calling from their respective fortresses of solitude.
Yeah.
How is it going? How's it going, guys?
It's going great. You know, I've just, taking some time off. I'm in the Hamptons right now. Just, I'm here, just, being solo and just trying to stay away from the public.
Yeah.
Doing my best to hide. Not because of anything to do with the pandemic. I'm just embarrassed to just be me.
Well, let's let the cat out of the bag automatically and let everybody know we are here to talk about the Christmas cast we were just about to film on Sunday.
Yeah.
That we had to cancel last minute because of a COVID scare.
Yeah.
In that time, Shawn has isolated himself in his garage. He separated himself from his family, but he is actually not the person who had the COVID scare.
True.
No.
It was Rocco.
But we all did know that no matter who may have had it, Shawn would be the most affected. We suspected as such. We learned it was true. But
I mean, you said it on when you did the Christmas cast thing, Rocco, that you got a positive result on a test.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had just filmed a video together, me and you, when we were very close proximity, and we were filming that for like an hour. So like if we had not filmed that video, I probably wouldn't be living in the garage currently, I think.
Yeah.
So let's give a timeline down for everybody of how this all happened. We're currently filming this on Tuesday afternoon, and I think it was Friday morning when this all went down, right? Or was it Thursday night?
Saturday morning is when we got the
Saturday
news.
morning.
Saturday morning is when we got the news.
Yeah.
Okay, but even rewind, Rocco, you went in and got a test last week on a whim, right?
Yeah.
Just for kicks.
Hey,
Just for kicks.
I think the ironic thing, I don't speak for Rocco, but I think he did it for me because I was so worried about the Christmas cast filming.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, to make you feel better, I'm going to get a test and you'll know that we're good. So he did it to relieve my stress.
So let's hear the story about, okay, so that's why Rocco went in, but how was it? So Wednesday, you went to go get a test.
Yeah, because I wanted to have the results back I think we were all doing that leading up to the Christmas cast and all of these kind of milestone events that we've been doing as Mega64. We had tested rigorously leading up to, it wasn't that long ago. We had a big filming weekend for our video, which is out now. And everyone was very safe during that and regularly testing. And that went really well. So I just thought, well, we got to do that before the Christmas cast again, too. But so I had gone. Doesn't take that long to do. They have like free testing here in San Diego. And so I went and did that on like Wednesday, and it was pretty good experience. The only problem is sometimes you're there with other people getting tested and it's like, oh, cool. Okay, get away from me because I can tell you have it just by looking from across
it's almost
the room.
like something out of like a science fiction. That's how I felt standing in line with people like socially distanced and they're all going up to PPE people testing them. It felt like 1984, like I'm in the pandemic room now.
Yeah, they do a good job. Like, I mean, everyone's really far apart and it's moving very fast. I didn't, it's not like I was stuck in a room with some creepy people or anything, but it still is reminiscent of the last act of E.T. Like, where it's just like, oh, this is okay, let's get out of this scene. But anyway, I've had a good experience there generally before. And so, yeah, I did it. And they're like, yeah, okay. So, if you're negative, just, like before, we'll email you, if you're positive, we'll call you, we'll kind of give you next steps and all that, talk it over with you. Okay, cool. Yeah, that didn't happen. I randomly got an email Saturday morning that was like, oh yeah, you're positive. Thanks for coming to,
what?
It was like, I'm sorry. What
were you doing? Were you eating breakfast? How did that catch you?
No, I'm sorry. It wasn't Saturday morning. That's when I told you guys. It was late Friday night. Well, going into Saturday morning. Because I was at the studio. I stayed late that night just to keep working on Ava because we knew it was coming out Monday and there was still some stuff to be done on it. So I just stayed late, planned to. And then I got that email and it was like, well, pretty sure everyone else is asleep right now. So I just figured, well, I'm going to keep working on the video till it's morning. And I'm already isolated in this big old studio. I'm gonna stay here, and when I think people are awake, I will call them and let them know what is going on.
Did you like shit yourself? Did you immediately feel more sick? Did you have, how'd you feel? Like,
it is funny because my immediate thought was I have felt fine. I feel fine. And I haven't. Now I know a lot of people say that stuff, but that was my thought was just, oh, whoops. I feel okay. I haven't gone anywhere. I don't know what's going on with this, but it did start to set in. And then like my heart's beating faster and I'm like, oh, maybe this is it. Oh, tight chest. Isn't that a symptom? Oh, I'm getting kind of, I don't know. And I didn't know if it was my stress about it or that I had it,
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was. And then I watched I was like, oh, Mandalorian finale's airing. Well, I might as well watch that. And I got like sucked up in that, I was like, oh, wow, this is really cool. Oh, this is exciting. And then when it was over and the credits roll, I'm like, yeah, I don't feel any of those things. I think I forgot about it for a minute.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally would have had a panic attack, like clenching, like I would have convinced myself I was dying.
Yeah, I had that for a minute. But like I said, once I watched that, and had a minute of forgetting about it, it felt fine. I was like, okay, I'm stressing myself out. That's what it is. Yeah. Just chill and I'll talk with everybody. And
then, so that night, were you hungry? Did you feel like, oh shit, now I can't, all these things, like I wanted to leave and go places. Like, did you feel that? Or was it just like, I'm just going to stay here?
I didn't give a shit.
Oh, okay.
I stopped caring.
Okay.
I was like, no, don't need to eat. Don't, and that was why part of
staying up all night to work on the video. Sometimes I do that anyway, but I knew it was like, yo, you're not going to be able to sleep that great until you talk with somebody.
Yeah.
You know, or tell them or whatever. So might as well just barge it, get some work done, and just deal with it, you know.
Okay.
And so that's, yeah, I mean, that's what I did. I mean, I was stressed, but it was like, what can I do? You know, I just need to, you know, but it was, a lot of it was confusion though. Like I said, I was like, I haven't seen anybody except you guys in a while, and you know, and I wasn't feeling anything, so I just thought, well, whatever, let's deal with it.
So then you called Shawn. Wasn't Shawn the first person you told of our group?
He was, and I want to clarify my earlier comments, but and reemphasize, I was the most concerned in the situation. It really is screwed up. I was this much concerned for myself because I thought, all right, this could be bad, but I am feeling fine. And I can, if this is the, let's say, worst case scenario, I can isolate, I can go somewhere and get lost easily.
Disappear.
Off the woods.
Go off the grid. Never see him again.
Exactly. I can go do that and live in a car for a month and be away from everyone. Yeah. As long as I feel fine, you know. It was Shawn I was this much worried for, because it's like, look, I know he's already worried. The guy's already stressed. But then he's got a whole bunch of people that he lives with. And then it just kept stacking up. So I'm like, this is the suckiest part of this. Somehow I was less worried for myself.
I think everybody wants to know how that call went down.
Yeah.
Okay. So I did call him first. I'm like, let's rip this Band-Aid off now. And also I thought he's up earlier generally than other people too. So I called him and I said, hey, just matter of factly, I'm not going to fuck around and joke around. Here's what happened. Got the positive thing. This is what I'm thinking right now. I don't feel anything, this and that, whatever. Shawn, do you remember any of the conversation?
I do. Well, here's the thing. Right before we filmed on Thursday, you said, yeah, I got a test yesterday. And I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Didn't think about it again.
Yeah.
When I got a text from you at 8:30 in the morning saying, hey, can I call you real quick? There was no doubt. I knew instantly. I was making French toast for my family and thought, well, I know. There's no other reason why he would call me at 8:30 in the morning. There's no reason. So I went outside and braced myself and thought to myself, when this call happens, try to be cool. So I don't know how I came across, but my thought was, hey, be cool when this happens.
It sounded like you were phasing into becoming a ghost. It was
happening now.
I was telling you that stuff, and understandably, this is no diss at all. I was saying all that, and you were, yeah, okay, yeah, well, okay, yeah, all right. Like it was like, oh, he's phasing into another plane of existence, understandably. But no, you were very business, like, okay, well, I'm gonna figure this out. Okay, all right, bye. You know, that was it. You really didn't say much, but
Shawn.
Understandable.
So Rocco called you and told you, I just got a test. I'm positive for COVID. I'm going to figure out what to do, but I just want to let you know. And he hangs up. You're standing outside and the French toast is cooking inside. Yes. Do you go back inside and keep cooking the French toast? Like, what do you do at that point?
No. Well, luckily I had just finished the French toast. I was making myself my own plate, which is always the last plate. And then so I walked in, Jenny was taking a shower, and I was like, Rocco tested positive, I'm going to go. And so I just left the house. I don't think I said goodbye to the kids. God. I just left and went to go take a rapid test.
Yeah.
And I'm in line to do the rapid test, and it just kind of hit me where I was. I didn't remember driving there. I just was there. But I remember thinking, my biggest concern is any other time that I've been around Rocco the last couple weeks, I've been wearing a mask and he's been wearing a mask. It's only this filming shoot that we just did on Thursday.
Yeah.
Really?
That we had, because normally, and for the record, you guys might have talked about this before, but we do all the precautions. We have, and our studio is big enough that we can work very successfully from a far distance from all of each other, and again, since there was that one weekend a while ago where we finished up our Ava video, since then, yeah, we weren't really close to each other, but we decided we were, you know, like, okay, for this one thing we will be, and
Yeah,
that was right.
So my thought was like, even if I get a negative test result here,
yeah,
I don't feel like it would give it enough time to be in my system to show a positive, even if I would have, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
sure.
You're thinking this is all happening so fast, the test
Right.
won't even pick up the infections.
The test won't be accurate is my thought on that.
Okay.
And so the test came back for me and it was negative. But again, I felt like better, but not really, like, you know. And so I just thought like what I need to do, I talked to a family member of mine who had at one point gotten COVID and also works in the medical profession.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do I do? And she was like, you're right. It's probably too early. If you think that the exposure was on Thursday, it's too soon. So you need to isolate as best you can. I know you have a small house. I don't know what to tell you on that, but like, if you're inside the house, wear a mask and then, you know, do what you can. So I moved myself into the garage. I didn't think was possible. That the garage was not built for this. I took a mattress. I can just show you. If
Yeah,
you
sure.
Yeah, give us a tour. This is the
Here's
COVID bunker, everybody.
Yo, it's like cribs.
Yeah.
This is how Sean's been surviving for the past week.
Okay, so here's I put my bed on top of
Oh
the
my
pool
God.
table with a mattress. That's
Holy
Lennon's mattress that I stole with the troll sheets.
And it looks kind of comfy.
Yeah, this looks
Yeah.
It is. Okay, so then here's the thing though. Like if you look up at the ceiling, there's no insulation at all.
That
And
sucks.
so it's very cold. So I added the second night, I added the pop-up we use for filming.
I'm blown away. right now.
Okay, catch the air, catch the hot air.
Yeah, stay out of the sun.
Because I have a little heater. And so what I did last night was I thought like this isn't made to capture heat, but it doesn't hurt. It was much better the second night. But then last night I added a sleeping bag, if you can see that up there,
Dang.
to capture the heat right above me. And that really, to be honest with you, that was a lot better. The first night I was so fucking cold.
But now you don't want to leave, right?
You know, here's the thing.
You've
definitely
improved
wanna-
this so much now.
I definitely want to leave, and I can't wait to. So I'll took another test yesterday. I went to
Okay.
that place that Rocco went to.
Oh no.
The line for the place was an hour and a half long. It
Because it's
God.
Christmas in like
Insane.
2 days.
I know. So I'm waiting for those results, but they said, "Oh yeah, 2 to 4 days." I'm like, 4 days is Christmas. I'm not doing
Yeah.
that. Like, I'm not waiting. That's ridiculous. Hopefully, I get it before that. I have like a coffee maker in here now.
Wow.
I got a little Keurig machine. I got like Jenny gave me snacks. I don't know. I'm just trying to make the best of it.
I fall asleep
It's like he's camping.
Yeah, I fall asleep to so many urban camping videos that this is like feels very reminiscent.
Yeah, it's
of
like
that.
your little home minimalist living.
Yeah.
So
It is-
okay, yeah, what go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you, Rocco and Derek, remember when I used to live at Garrett's house, that little bungalow thing,
Oh,
that
yeah.
little add-on.
The
he
granny
has.
flat.
Yeah, the granny flat. This reminds me very much of that. To the point where even like this same couch was right here, and then the bed was above it. Like it's exactly like how it used to be. It's kind of weird.
And your family's not talking to you, they're not seeing you.
No, they are. So I opened up the garage door a little bit and I made a chalk outline of how far away the kids can't cross that line. So I can like stand here and talk to them because they're like, 10 feet away from me, 15 feet away from me.
What's the shower situation like?
That is, I do a shower once a day and I go into,
Hold on. What's the shitting situation?
Oh yeah.
well, I just wait to the shower
Oh,
and then I
okay.
just do it when I go to the shower. Here's the thing. This could be super overkill and I
Who had
understand
the
that.
positive test?
I know. Hey,
I've lost.
Sorry. No, this is fascinating though.
This is amazing.
This is and we're gonna get back to the testing of
we'll
Rocco
get-
in a
we'll get back
second.
well, here's my thought. Is
Go
the
ahead,
last
yeah.
thing I'm giving my family for Christmas is fucking COVID.
Yeah.
So if there was a chance that Rocco If Rocco was positive and I filmed that video with him, I'm not going to be around him. So like, I'm going to go do every precaution, even if it's fucking insane, which this seems to be a little insane. I understand that, but it's like, I'm not going to get my family sick. I've read too many articles about, oh, kids are fine when they get it. And then like a month later, it's like, oh, now this kid has trouble breathing. It's like, well, what the fuck is this? Like no one knows what this is doing
want to be safe
in the long term. And I'm not going to risk it. If there was like a 0.1% chance of this happening, I'm not going to risk it.
Right.
Like I'll live in the garage for a week if I have to. Like that's personally what I'm going to do.
Okay. So you immediately set that up in the garage.
Yeah.
Rocco, you went and got another test, right?
So I had just randomly got this email and it was like, okay, they didn't even call me. They didn't, all right, it is what it is. But the more that I had talked to people, so let me back up. I did that call with Shawn first. We talked about how that went. So then I thought, well, Garrett gets up early too. I'll talk to him. You couldn't have written a more opposite phone call. Garrett, here's the situation. I tested Wednesday. I just got a positive test, blah, blah, blah. I went down the whole thing. Garrett's response was simply, I'm not worried about it. We didn't share a soda or anything.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the main point of contraction.
Yeah,
all
sodas.
the shared sodas.
That's the problem. You guys have to put the soda down. We got to keep this flatten this curve. No, but no. Anyway, he was like, okay. He's like, no, that's good to know. And then he asked me all that stuff. He's like, you don't feel anything? No. Everyone had asked me the same thing. Like you're tasting stuff and everything. It's like I wish I couldn't taste food as good. I've been eating all this holiday shit. I can't stop.
Yeah.
So anyway, no. He's like, okay. He's like, yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes there's false positives or whatever. He was optimistic. He was very optimistic.
Yeah.
I was like, well, okay, but I was still taking it very seriously. But I had another friend tell me the same thing that had happened to them. Like someone didn't go anywhere and they didn't feel anything, but they still had it. But then they went through a series of rigorous tests later, and then had antibody tests, and they didn't have it. So I was like, okay, well, that's something. And I did some searching on the place that I had gone, and there were a lot of people talking about going through the exact same process of having a false positive and things like that. So I just thought, okay, I'm going to get tested further and see where that goes. And so I did a rapid test that day, and it was negative. But sometimes I've heard, the rapid tests aren't quite as reliable and whatnot.
Yeah, right.
So,
and then you did a rapid test. I did one. Shawn did one. Johnny did one.
Yeah.
But then you said a really interesting thing because it's like, hey, we all tested negative. That must be it. But then you're like, well, I got a positive. I got a negative. One of these tests is wrong.
Yeah. I mean, that's the end. One of them is wrong. That's it. So then I went to another place and got the more thorough, like I paid for a more thorough thing that would take a few days. And went through that, and I can say that too was negative.
Yeah. Nice.
So I am doing the antibody thing now.
Oh, really?
See if it was a thing. And I don't know that I guess yet, but yeah, I multiple tests now have said negative. I haven't ever at any point felt anything, and like I said, I hadn't seen anybody other than you guys prior to this. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, my 2 cents, I think it's somehow a false positive, and you're the only case I've heard of that, but we all were in the room filming and editing the Ava stuff, and then we've all been testing for weeks, negative. So I don't know how it happened, but I think it was false positive.
I mean, I truly hope it is for everyone's sake. Just like, I don't want Rocco I don't want anyone to have it.
Yeah.
But I do know that the false positives and the false negatives are much more common with the rapid, but like the one that you did, the up the nose one, is pretty accurate. So, it's always possible.
I've done up the nose for all of them. They've all been that kind of thing. But still, like, there was the one rapid, but this last one, I don't know. I like I said, I had been doing some searches on where I went initially and had heard that there were a lot of people talking about that they had that experience. And there are a lot of people in LA talking about that because LA is going through a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh my God, LA. Yeah.
And there were multiple people. I mean, a friend of mine up there went through the same thing where they had an initial thing that said positive and everything else said negative, and then their antibodies were zero. They never had it.
Yeah.
What I guess I had learned from my research is that these all approximate it with when you have a certain range of all kinds of different things.
Okay.
And I am not nearly smart enough to know the names of these things or whatever, but on a set of things, if you're within a certain range, they just call it. They go, okay, you must have it.
So you might not have COVID-19. You could have COVID-16.
Yeah, I could have COVID-2.
Another coronavirus that's similar enough.
I could just have, common Ebola. And
we don't know.
This has given me so much anxiety, like knowing that you could just get a test and it comes up like false positive, like just seeing how disrupted all of our lives. And it's scary.
It made me realize a real positive test would like shut down, like put us out of business.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just like, what the fuck do we do now? The shit hits the fan.
Did.
This one put us out of business for a week. Yeah.
But yeah, the fortunate thing, just from a business standpoint, and again, I didn't personally. I know we had to cancel the Christmas cast, and that was really unfortunate.
Yeah.
The Ava video was going to come out, but that was already like set to go.
It was pretty much
things
done.
Need to be done, but I was already like alone in the studio. It's like, yo, nobody come here. I'm already here. I'm gonna wrap it up, and then it's ready to go out. But truthfully, I didn't give a shit about any of that stuff. I want to make sure you guys were okay and everything was fine. And
Garrett is not in this show. I wish he was here. Bless his heart. I feel like he was the only person kind of championing somehow to make the Christmas cast still happen this year.
Yeah, we had pretty immediately already been like, okay, well, that is not an option. Like that is, even if let's say everything works out perfectly, this is just this. Let's say we know 100% that was a false positive. There's no doubt. However, we find that out, the fun has been sucked out of
even before this happened. There was a little bit of tension with the Christmas cast, how we were going to do it with COVID, and we'd even had some discussions about were we being safe enough, or
and to everyone's credit, I think we had a lot of great plans to keep it safe and make everyone feel safe. We were using multiple stages, green screen. We had all kinds of stuff in motion. And when we asked Shawn, I can't see Shawn now. I don't know if he's still here.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Oh, there you go. When Shawn at a couple points even kind of expressed like, I don't know if I really want to do this. But it would be cool if we could do this. And really, I'm bringing that up just because, like, that's how much we knew it meant to people. We knew people at home really want that and could use something like that right now. And as safe as we are, we were going to handle it very well, but it's still it just goes to show you, like, even through that, how Shawn. I mean, you see Shawn now; he's constructed a District 9 level set in there, and but that's how much it meant to everybody, and that we wanted to do it. So I just want to give Shawn credit. And everybody for trying to do their best to power through that.
No, you're right. Like, we tried really hard. We came up with special rules. We were going to do like a reduced roster this year. We were going to eliminate the first round, which was kind of like a big elimination round, and still trying to put on a show. But even still, I feel like what you said, all of us were still nervous about it. And like, is this safe? We really want to do this because there's so much expectation, and we like doing the Christmas cast, and people could really use it.
Yeah.
But truthfully, when all this happened, and the positive test, and when we called it off, a part of me was relieved that
me too.
We didn't have to do it because it was kind of scary. It was like really intimidating. We were going through all this stuff to be safe, and still in my mind, I was thinking like, I hope this is safe,
Yeah.
Right.
Because I couldn't say for sure. And then this false positive happened, and it was like, well, this is absolutely not safe now. What are we doing?
Right.
So everyone I've talked to and doctor and all that stuff, it is that just to put a cap on that part of it, as it firmly believes this was a false positive. So I feel good about that.
Yeah.
Life is mostly I'm not like hanging out with you guys or anything like that, but I'm not like freaked out about it anymore. But it was new information to me that Shawn was still living in the garage, so I do apologize for that part of it.
Yeah.
Well, I
go ahead, Shawn.
I was just gonna say that it's like I believe everything's fine. But I my thought was like, let me just get my 2 test. I got it yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm already living in the fucking garage. Like, what's another day of me? It's all set up, like, let me get my test. I'll feel better knowing that like I can have Christmas with my family and not be worried about being around them. So, I'm already here.
You're doing the right thing. The way I see it, the 5 guys in this studio have gotten about 20 COVID tests in the past week and a half. Yeah. One of them came back positive, and we reacted. We went into crisis mode. And now doing this podcast at this moment, we're kind of like winding down from crisis mode, so we could talk about it. But
sure,
I think it's going to be okay.
I think so too. I'm gonna give a shout out to Garrett on something else, because he volunteered. He went to the studio yesterday, and just in case, like, wiped literally every surface down.
Yeah,
he did a deep cleaning of like every toilet, everything, just to be safe.
And again, like, I don't mean to make Garrett sound like he was cavalier about anything. Garrett's taken things as serious as all of us, and but he was very confidently like, hey, I think after I told him my 3rd test result, he was like, okay, I think you're good, but let's do this. I'm going to go in and clean everything anyway. Why not?
We're all being safe. I think his level of fear is super low.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's always been how Garrett is.
Yeah.
He's the most fearless one.
It's like, Kevin too. I'm sure you told Kevin he was fine. Like, that's just who Kevin is. And I knew, and this is who I am. I try not to be this way, but my thought, this is my real thought, and I'm going to apologize to everyone right now, is that I was miserable to be around before, and I don't even want to think what would be like next. Like, coming back from this, like, when we have to film again, like, imagine it's going to be so much less fun, as it's already been shitty being around me. It's going to be way worse. I know it.
Well, Merry Christmas to us then.
Be like, you guys are a treat when I come back.
Well, the vaccine's going to happen soon, so.
Yeah.
I talked, this is the last thing. I'll talk to my grandma on the 20th, who is in a nursing a care facility, and they said that she should be expecting hers by the end of the year. That's so soon for her to get hers.
Yeah,
I know, it's crazy.
That's funny. I did the same thing. I talked to my grandma called me from where she's in some kind of, I don't know what you call it. She's in some kind of facility like that. And I talked to her the same day, literally the same day. And because that was my birthday, which, by the way, this was the most wonderful birthday I could have.
Happy birthday.
And I forgot to mention that when I went for my test on my birthday, the doctors, I didn't even think about it. My birthday was not on my mind. You know what I mean? Like, at that point, it's like, yeah. Next year, I'll enjoy that. Fine. It doesn't matter. But they all came out. They were like doctors, like, happy birthday. Wow. Congratulations. And I was like, there's nowhere I wanted to be more.
Dang. Dude, anyway. Worst birthday ever, officially. The year you thought you had COVID.
Yeah, it was great. Well, honestly, I got to sit around and do nothing, so it really actually was fairly nice. But all I was going to say was, my grandma, it was the same thing. She was like, oh, I wish I could see you. Wait, no, I can't do that. But they say I can't soon. I was like, oh, really? And I think they're expected to get it soon, too.
That's great. That's good news.
So,
okay.
It's kind of great, but, like, where's mine? Like,
you gotta wait in line. You're gonna be fine.
My grandma's not planning to go to Nintendo Land in February. I am, so
Real talk though, like, so it's like politicians, old folks' homes. What's next? Like businesses?
Doctors. Frontline responders.
It's them. And then I think, God, it was the military too. I think they're getting it.
So
average Joe Nobody dumb fucks like us, back of the line, last ones to get it.
You guys. I literally just got the email with my results this second.
Oh shit! Where are they?
Okay.
Unbox them.
I guess I shouldn't be laughing or smiling.
I swear to God, I feel like I'm gonna cry.
He's sweating. Aw, Shawn.
Positive.
I'm negative.
Get out of that fucking garage right now.
Where's he
guys,
going?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tell my family goodbye.
All right,
I'm just
bye,
gonna hang
Shawn.
up. Or just hang up on me. I don't give a fuck.
This is
I would love to interview him to get his reaction, ladies and gentlemen, but I think you just got it. Shawn
Shawn did set us up that he's going to be a terror to work with on camera going forward.
Diva. Wow.
There you go.
Sean Cruz over here. We usually record this later in the week, but Shawn said we had to record it early because the moment he got his test results back, he would no longer be down to do the call.
Yeah.
And that's true. He literally walked off the show when he got his email. He's not, is he there?
He's gone. No, he's gone. If we started this like a 30 minutes earlier or later,
all right,
we'd have been fucked.
Well, thank you, Shawn. Rocco, how are you feeling?
I feel great.
I guess we're all officially COVID free as of this moment.
But what just happened is exactly why I was more worried about Shawn than me.
Yeah.
No matter what happened with me, I would get through it. Shawn is sleeping in a garage because someone he knew got it. Like, I really got to reemphasize that. Like, Shawn has been essentially homeless.
Yeah.
All week.
He went urban camping mode. Like,
prophecy fulfilled. Like, we all knew that would happen. Okay, well, I think we can end this call here. Thanks, Rocco, for sharing that.
Thank you. It's been fun doing that. I haven't been on Mega64antine in a while, and I know sometimes when I'm on the podcast, I can, kind of get lost in talking about all kinds of useless stuff. But I love that we have a show where you guys can actually focus on the serious thing going on, and there's an outlet for that. So I hope I didn't overbear it with too much of my own stuff, but I do want to now that I do have the platform, I want to just say that I did get the 5th and final Christmas Stormtrooper I was looking for. This was a Walmart exclusive. I had already gotten the other ones, like the Santa Range Trooper, and there's the Imperial Stormtrooper Holiday Edition.
Hang up.
I think this was a GameStop exclusive. So I had gotten them all, but Walmart didn't delete their online shipments until January. So I had to buy this off some kid. Can you believe that? But he's got like a
stop the recording.
Johnny, you can edit this part out, right?
Yeah, I could.
All right, cut it off here.
This isn't live?
We're back. Thank you, Rocco and Shawn.
Thank you, Rocco and Shawn. That was a really good talk.
Yeah, I'm still blown away by the way Shawn exited, but
that was some realness. Right,
that was
there.
some real shit.
I'm sure everybody at home really liked that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that I'm really glad that Rocco
and
shared
Shawn.
that with everybody.
Yeah,
and Shawn, that they were able to open up like that. As soon as I know we literally just got Shawn's results back live on this show, but I, had a feeling that we were safe and we had gotten Rocco's results back.
Yeah.
Like a day or two ago. And so I felt like, okay, this is winding down, but I still want to have this story on this show because I feel like people would really love to hear this. And so I'm glad and they were enthusiastic to do it. So that was great. Probably the best episode of Quarantine Cast ever.
I think so. Last episode, people were hype when we had Garrett on.
I know. I would love to have Garrett come back and give his side of the story.
Yeah, for real.
Maybe next days. One of these days. Who knows?
These days.
Maybe next week. Maybe not. I want to get, PewDiePie on this show. That's my goal. Live in this chair.
When this episode comes out, tweet at PewDiePie.
No, don't.
Oh,
we gotta.
Never mind.
He has to become a fan naturally, and then it'll be easy.
Hell yeah.
So, let's look at some merchandise.
This will be our final segment for the episode, I assume.
Yeah, probably.
But
I found this. I don't know how I found all this stuff. I swear to God, I have a reputation on this show, and it's a bad reputation. It's a misrepresentation of me that I am an anti-vaxxer. I'm not. But I truthfully cannot tell you how I found this next merchandise.
Yeah, you're
because
just
I mistyped something into Amazon and all this. I
mistyped.
swear to God, all this anti-vaccine merchandise showed up in my Amazon search results.
Oh man.
I can't even remember what I was looking for, but then these shirts were so funny to me. I started sending them to Johnny.
Yeah.
Just as a joke. I was like, look at this shit. How funny is this? And he's like, bro, you should buy all these shirts and like have them on this show. And I was like, I'm not going to buy them.
Yeah, I guess we'd be supporting someone fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't want to support them. So let that be proof that I didn't want to support these anti-vaxxer shirts.
No one buy these.
But yeah, we are going to show them here because it is too funny.
Yeah.
This stuff. Now, so COVID is winding down because we got these vaccines coming out. We're still maybe 6 months to a year away, according to most people's estimates. These shirts are anti-vaccine shirts, but I don't think these are particularly about COVID necessarally.
No,
I think that these predate the pandemic. I think these are just generally part of the anti-vaxxer culture.
Yeah.
Is what we stumbled upon here. But they're more relevant now than ever, right?
I think so.
Because now that stuff's becoming mainstream, apparently. I'm getting accused of it. Just in casual conversation. All right, so that's where we found this stuff.
Oh, sorry.
Let's fire it up. Is this the first one?
Yeah, I think so.
My body, my choice.
There
nice. So they're repurposing some other political arguments here.
I didn't even realize,
and clearly making this a vaccine thing. So
I don't have us in the corner, so they're just hearing us. But
okay, well they're seeing our commentary. Over
yeah.
it. All right, that one's we're gonna rate this on a scale of 1 to 10. How gross it is.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give this one 8 on the grossness scale.
I'd give it like a 3.
A 3.
You know, I like the font choices.
Aesthetically, all right. I'm talking like offensiveness.
Oh yeah, this like if I saw someone,
how offensive. All right,
okay.
We're gonna be super liberal here, California boys. How offensive do you find the shirt to be?
If I saw someone roll up, like if I was at Starbucks,
yeah, exactly,
and I saw this, I'd be fucking disgusted.
Yes,
I'd be like,
so on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it an 8.
Yeah, I think I'm with you.
All right, exactly.
You're at some size charts.
The Starbucks roll up test is what we call that.
Okay. Should I go to the next one?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to close this one out.
Yeah, close that one out. So this one says, I made my tinfoil hat from the aluminum in your vaccines.
Dude. What the fuck?
Yeah.
This one, okay.
Have you seen these at all?
No.
Okay, so I sent all these to Johnny.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen all of these. He's seen some of them.
I wish I could zoom in better, but this is the best.
I made my tinfoil hat from the aluminum in your vaccines.
Yeah, I think they get it.
I'm not quite clear on the whole what the conspiracy theory or what the anti-vaxxer culture is or claims to say, but apparently aluminum, we're getting injected with aluminum for some reason. I don't know what purpose it is.
Yeah, I've heard this before.
I don't know.
This is not real at all. I mean, there might like aluminum is such a weird chemical compound. Yeah. I could see like maybe some chemical being I don't know. I'm not a fucking scientist.
This shirt kind of admits like, yeah, tinfoil hats are crazy. So
yeah.
It's
kind of a puzzle.
Oh, I get it. It's saying tinfoil hats are crazy. So are your vaccines.
Yeah.
I just unlocked it. This is a horrible segment that we're doing.
Oh yeah. If
I'm glad this is at the end of the show and most people have tuned out by now.
Yeah.
This fucking sucks.
With the Starbucks test, if I saw someone roll up with this, I'd be really confused. I'd be like, okay, he's anti-vax, but also like loves Alex Jones.
Yeah. This isn't gross to me. I would just be like, this dude is trying way too hard to make a statement.
I'm sure this dude would be wearing a jacket or something, so all I'd be able to see is like tinfoil and vaccine, and I'd be like, okay.
Yeah. So I give this one
give it like a 5.
A 5 on the grossness scale. I give this like a 2 or a 3 on the grossness scale.
Okay.
It's pretty low for me.
All right, next one.
Okay.
Wife, mom, anti-vax legend.
Yeah. I like your laugh.
Dude,
So
and it's like Rasta colors.
Yeah. So this is for like the cool mom going to the soccer practices,
Yeah.
going to the PTA meeting, and it's like, don't fuck with me because I rule as a mom. No, I didn't vaccinate my kids. Tales will be told about me for eons to come, bitches. That's kind of the vibe of this shirt. Wife,
Do they like
mom.
reggae too? Like,
Yeah, and you know, she also smokes weed.
Yeah.
So she's cool. Which real talk.
Yeah.
She does smoke weed because there's a
I'm gonna cut to us.
There's a huge, new wave, new age crossover with like anti-vax, where it's like I'm into crystals, I'm into like Reiki, and I don't trust doctors or scientists because that's all like Western medicine and that's an industry, and I'm more, organic.
Well,
there is crossover there. So yeah, the Rasta colors and the weed smoke do play into that shirt, I think. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. I'm kind of like
processing it all.
Yeah, my brain keeps going right to the Starbucks test.
The Starbucks test.
This one would get a 10 out of 10 for me because I would hold on. I gotta cut back to
Starbucks test. I fucking lose it because I literally imagine like my favorite Starbucks and seeing. I've never seen anybody wear any of these shirts. So it would be like a defining moment for somebody to walk in wearing this stuff.
The person I imagine is so fucking insane. I imagine like dreads, but also pregnant for some reason. Like pregnant belly and dreads. And like,
because the shirt says they're a mom, so this is like something you wear.
And they keep asking for decaf because they can't drink coffee, but they still need.
Yeah, I understand why you would give this such a high score because I feel like the person who walks in wearing this shirt is legit scary.
Yeah,
like I don't even want to engage with you because you're gonna be like super like alpha, ready, very combative. That's how I feel. But grossest. I don't know. This one I'm gonna give like a 6.
Okay.
On the Starbucks test.
Starbucks test.
Because it doesn't offend me. I'm not offended. I'm just like, whoa, red flag. All right, next
okay,
one.
Next shirt.
This is a good
segment.
This is a good bit. All right. No vaccine needed. I have an immune system.
Okay. That's not how that works, but
this one is kind of this one is like for the dad or
this is a dad shirt.
The guy who is smarter than thou.
This looks like a shirt like
this guy's also a flat earther.
Yeah,
the person who wears this.
This is a shirt you buy, like a dad buys, just so he could pop it on like during a holiday, just to annoy his kids. Like that's what that looks like to me. Like,
this definitely is a
or like
family.
A grandpa,
because it kind of looks like a pajama. It looks like a very comfortable shirt. It also looks like a shirt you wear like around the house in the garage. Like I'm not trying to look nice. I don't give a fuck. But don't ever think I'm getting a vaccine. Even when I'm relaxing on Christmas. I still want this issue to be known.
I can straight just see my own grandpa being like, "You guys see my shirt? Check this out." And it's like, "Grandpa, what the fuck? Where'd you find that?" It's like, "Oh, Amazon. It was $16.99. Hold on. I just realized there's like a whole nother level of humor we can get here. There's probably reviews of each of these shirts.
Oh God. I will only look at a review of this shirt.
Yeah.
Because that's not what this segment is about. 1 star.
I want to look at, it has so many 1-star
After
reviews.
wearing it. Oh shit.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. After wearing it to a flat earthers meeting, I was kicked out for being dumb.
That person's trying to be funny.
Spreading medical misinformation that results in the death of infants, elderly, and immunocompromised is not okay. Hopefully this trash will be removed from Amazon.
Okay.
All right.
Those aren't funny, but I mean, we could look at the positive reviews.
All right, positive reviews. The hope is at least someone will keep in mind and therefore save lives. One person found this home. I totally pro-vaccine, but I love being controversial, so I bought it. Great
what
material.
The fuck?
Yes! That person
my grandpa
is
dude.
Cool.
Yeah.
I am totally pro-vaccine, but I love being controversial, so I bought it. Great material and
my God.
fit. I like somebody who knows themselves. To thine own self be true. It's hard to know yourself that well.
For real.
And have no bones about it. Nothing but respect for that person. All right, next shirt. Okay. That's hilarious. Sorry. Oh my God. We got a couple more here. Chickenpox survivor.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I like this one. It came up in the anti-vax shirt, but it's not specifically, it doesn't mention vaccines at all.
Oh, I just want to say real quick, the last one, I feel like doesn't get the Starbucks test because that's just like grandpa Christmas shirt. So that gets a Christmas test, I guess. Because this one I can see at Starbucks. This is like
the last one and this one to me are both equally inoffensive, and I roll my eyes at them. This one actually is more subtle. So
this is a thinker.
Yeah, the other one I'd give a 4 on the Starbucks test. This one I'd give a 2.
Yeah.
This is probably the least offensive shirt we'll see today.
I wish it said like polio survivor.
Chickenpox survivor. This one is like, cool, man. Me too.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I don't know.
I also don't care.
I mean, like, I would take
happy for you.
I would gladly take a chickenpox vaccine if we had one. Do we have one? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah,
Right?
I am also a fellow chickenpox survivor. Did you ever have chickenpox?
Yeah.
Cool.
My mom did the classic, like,
got your friends together.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't remember how I got it, but I got it real young, and yeah. So I could rep that shirt, but I won't because I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah, if you want to send us, if you guys want to buy these and send them to us,
Fuck no. Oh my god.
All right, here's the next one.
Moving on. Yeah.
Yo, what
all
the
right,
fuck?
other end of the spectrum, super hardcore vaccines. You are the experiment,
Bro.
This one reminds me of like a PlayStation 1 video game.
This like it reminds me of like, you know, like when jewel cases, when you pick the disc up and you see like something behind it, like this looks like what would be behind like worms or something. Like,
yeah, or like the game Loaded or Reloaded, like just a super hardcore, like the game Postal. There's a game called like Vaccines where you have to go into the vaccine factory and stop it from being made. A 90s PS1 game, and this is the cover of the jewel case. That's what I'm seeing here.
Anti-mandatory vaccine experiment against vaccination t-shirt.
Yeah, so there's I found out so much just by looking at these shirts that part of the movement is like, we're not against vaccines, we're against mandatory vaccines. Like, you can have a vaccine if you want. Don't force me to have one, which they don't work if not everybody gets them. So that's not an option. So that kind of slant is like, we're not even being that demanding, but it's like you're literally demanding the same thing. You're just rephrasing it. You're doing like a trap door trick where you're baiting me to come this far and then you pull the rug out from underneath me.
I feel like this would be like these things wouldn't have steam if vaccines weren't like injections. I feel like injections have such a like
needles are scary
tendency that these people like. I feel like this comes from a fear of injections.
Yeah, look at this shirt. Go back to it. It's the skull and crossbone, but the needle and skull. This thing looks terrifying. This actually looks like the cover of a badass low budget horror movie.
Yeah, like these dudes aren't getting their tetanus shot either.
I might have to make this horror movie. Dude. Okay.
Anti-vaxxer horror movie.
Look at this. Look at the shirt. Close up on the shirt. These evil doctors make this vaccine that like turns you into like this fucking demon zombie thing. And so like Rambo has to go into the factory and stuff, but the factory is where they test people. So, and it's like Resident Evil and they're making a new vaccine that it makes you, what's the buff dude from Resident Evil? Like the Nemesis. Yeah. It's essentially the plot to Resident Evil, but, with a heavy anti-vaxxer slant.
Dude, I think Resident Evil is no, it's a
It
virus.
could be the T virus. Sorry, I just lost half the audience here. Moving on.
I think they want to see that movie.
Yeah,
all right, next one.
That sounds pretty funny. Okay, so this one, I'm going to come out the gate, is 10 out of 10, the most offensive shirt of the day. I almost didn't want to include this one.
Should I get into it?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Lead, fluoride, antibiotics, vaccines, pesticides, GMO, autism. I still think it's genetics. What the fuck? I would wear this one, I think.
What the fuck?
No, I mean like
fuck?
Ironically, this is the funniest. This is fucked up. Like
this one is so hardcore.
If like some dude in like a fucking like dad cap like showed up, I'd be like, that's ironic. That's hilarious. But if like a fucking like dude with a biker mustache, I'd be scared. I'd be like, who the fuck?
This thing is so no bones about it. Like the chickenpox survivor is a thinker. Some of these are thinkers. This one is like, you don't have to think. It's very clear what we're saying here.
It's funny to me. I had like, I don't want to say who I got into a fight with about this, but I did kind of get into like anti-vax fight with a family member. And I had to be like, they got their child vaccinated, but they were kind of like, you know, like before there was like a moment where like, You have to wait a couple of years, I think, right? Or a couple months before you get your child vaccinated. And
yeah.
they were just like, I had this moment of like, what am I actually putting in my child? And I was like, bro, there's like sawdust in Taco Bell. Like you like you don't think about that, but like you're like, oh, the fucking vaccine.
Yeah,
or vaccines are fucked up. It's
Ketchup legally in other countries can't be called ketchup because there's so little tomato content in it. But nobody questions what they're eating in that shit. Yeah, you're exactly right.
I got suggested a video that was like this dude. He was like, oh, I figured out that the grape flavor has a very similar, compound. It's very similar to plastic gloves. So he turned plastic gloves into grape soda flavor by like breaking it down. And I was like, that's fucking disgusting that they're so similar.
What? Can I just say, by the way, we have a dude out here that can turn a fucking rubber glove into grape soda.
On YouTube, Google it.
And people will be like, wow, science is amazing.
Yeah.
And then they make a vaccine that cures a disease. And it's like, I'm starting to question what we're putting in our bodies.
Dude.
I don't know if I believe science anymore.
Eats McDonald's.
But give me that grape soda because I am down for one bottle of that.
Dude, that video was 40 minutes and it ended with him being like, it smelled kind of musty, but it kind of smelled like grapes. I was like, don't drink it. And he drank it. Yeah. I was baffled.
That's awesome. All right, next shirt.
Okay. This is going to be the longest episode. This one.
Yo, this one legit I want to buy.
Me too. This one's amazing.
This one, it goes around the world so far to being cool. The only thing stopping me from owning this shirt is the fact that it's an anti-vaxxer shirt.
What does it say on his finger? Is that?
It doesn't say anything.
Oh, I thought it was like text.
So this is a parody of Michelangelo's God touching Adam.
Yeah.
Basically sparking thought into the human mind.
Uh-huh.
Separating the human mind from the animals. Intelligent thought, except it's an anti-vaxxer's finger about to touch, I don't know, death, the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
This thing is fucking hardcore. This
rips. Is awesome.
Michelangelo hand, anti-vaccine. This is a true work of art.
With the Starbucks test, if I saw someone, I'd be like, that's a sick band tee. And I wouldn't know it was anti-vaxxer. For a while.
Legit, if you want to talk to me about anti-vaccine conspiracy theory and you're wearing anything other than this shirt, that's going to be a short conversation.
You got to make badass shirts if you want if you want to get us into anti-vax.
If you want to have any fucking foot in the door, you better walk up to me wearing this shirt. Cuz that's the only way I'm engaging or entertaining this conversation whatsoever.
Oh my
Because that shirt's fucking cool.
I want to look at the reviews of this one.
Yeah. There's only one review. It's 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
And I would agree. Whatever it says. No, nothing to say. 5 out of 5.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That thing rips. I'm going to turn that into a Mega64 shirt.
Yeah.
Somehow. I'm just going to take that image and put Mega64 on it.
But
I would never.
What is like, he's like holding a Game Boy or something? Like what?
God, I don't know. God, that shirt's so cool. That shirt has nothing to do with vaccines. It's just cool. It's just a cool image. All right. I'm done gushing.
All right. Yeah.
Next.
Next shirt. This one's just like...
This one just looked like like a metal band.
Yeah.
I guess sometimes they spell it with 2 X's to denote they're part of the culture.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm confused by this one.
Yeah, this one legit sucks. We're getting to the bottom of the barrel here.
Yeah, this one, if I saw someone wearing this at Starbucks, I think I would just leave the Starbucks.
Literally, I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I would stop going to that Starbucks because I'd feel like I don't want to associate with losers.
Yeah, it's like so blunt and so in your face.
Yeah, this is where like really lame people go to get coffee.
Yeah.
This Starbucks. I would be like, you stay, I'm leaving.
Conspiracy anti-vaxxer vaccine needle t-shirt. Okay.
I don't know.
All right, next shirt.
Next shirt. Test vaccines on politicians first.
It won't let me zoom in on this one.
I thought this one was funny because that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
COVID vaccine.
I wanted to bring those up.
Politicians are the first ones getting it. So the anti-vaxxers have actually won a victory in this one. And if that's your qualifier for taking the vaccine, then we could check that box off. Anybody who bought this shirt and wears it unironically should be eager to take the COVID vaccine because your wish has come true.
That's been the thing that's been upsetting me the most about the vaccine is seeing all these fucking like scummy politicians get it first. Like Marco Rubio, he was like super anti-COVID shit, and then seeing him get a vaccine a couple days ago really upset me.
You know what? It doesn't upset me. I just think to myself, it's fucking typical.
Yeah.
Like, oh, big surprise. Suddenly you're all about that vaccine. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, nothing new there. So we've gone around the world, everybody, to anti-vaxxer shirts.
Yo.
Like, okay, it's one thing to dislike anti-vaxxers, but it's another thing to make a statement that you dislike anti-vaxxers. Y'all have heard. So at this point, this is a second guy who walks into Starbucks. We've been doing tests on the first people, and there's a group of them now.
This would take me a second to realize it was anti-vax club.
Yeah, so this guy is pro-vax. This one, to me, is equally as shitty as the last one. Again, this guy walks in, I'm leaving the Starbucks.
This dude definitely lives in his car. That's my...
this guy, like, loves emo.
I love they're all dudes, too. I feel like that's...
Well, you know, none of these are... We're all looking at the men cut on Amazon,
true, yeah.
So it's subliminal, picking up on that. Anyways, this dude loves emo. He loves pop punk. He loves fucking Fallout Boy, new Fallout Boy. And is really passionate about vaccines. Probably for good reason, though, honestly.
Yeah.
Probably for good reason. So, what else is there to say? I love emo as well.
Me too. I feel like
but I would not wear this shirt. So I give this, a 5 on the disgusting scale.
Really? You rate it high, even though it's like anti-vax?
It's middle of the ground, 5 out of 10. I just feel like don't have a statement on your shirt.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right. Okay, I guess there was a polio one.
So this is also anti.
What the fuck?
Got polio? Me neither. Thanks, science. Or diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, measles, mumps, rubella, HPV, hemophilus, pneumococcus, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, and varicella.
Okay, so first off, like, I don't want to get that close to you to read your shirt. That's my like
this one
is so
legitimately tiny. Like this is what your cool professor wears on your first day of virology 101.
Okay.
At the local community college.
Oh, I checked out so hard. I didn't even realize what it said. Okay, so it's like pro-vaccine.
Yes. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's like, okay, college professor, funny shirt. So I guess we're going to open up the textbook now.
Wait, I think it's a Got Milk parody.
Yes, it is. Johnny, I know it's been a long episode. This one is very dense, but yeah, all of those things are true. It's pro-vaccine and it's a Got Milk parody.
That sucks.
It's nerdy as fuck. This one doesn't offend me though. If I see this at Starbucks, I just feel like professor on his break. Okay, this guy's going to go educate some people about polio and what are some of those other diseases? Varicella. I don't know. I don't want to click back to it. Pneumonia. I don't fucking know. This shirt makes me realize vaccines are important because there's so many diseases I've never heard of and I don't want to know where pertussis is. I'm glad I don't know what the fuck pertussis is.
Me too.
That makes me really happy, actually. Yeah. That fills me with joy. So vaccines are great. This shirt is a winner, actually. Probably the best shirt we've seen all day. So we're ending on a high note?
Yeah.
I think.
I bet the person who wears that also knows like a bunch of like the numbers in pi. Like I can see that.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's a college professor on day one of your community college class. Community college because, a real professor is classier than that. Wears like a suit and a bow tie, I'm sure.
Bow tie.
Shiny shoes, has a wooden pointer, That's going to wrap up this very special episode of Quarantine Cast.
Thanks for watching, guys. This has been a roller coaster episode.
It's been a super long episode.
Yeah. Well, we had to make up for not doing Christmas cast, so
I don't think and we're also not going to be here next week because it is going to be
Christmas.
Wait a second. We might.
We'll see.
50-50 chance. You'll have to check our Instagram, Twitter, social media, Facebook for updates on the show. But until then, it's been a good time.
This is a great episode.
It's a great episode. It's the end of the year. So thank God for that, right?
Yeah.
Have fun celebrating whatever holiday you're going to be celebrating in the next 2 weeks, and we'll see you in 2021.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, the year's over.
Yeah.
This one is the year that didn't happen. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.